Welcome to another casted game, guys. We got in the color teal playing as the English, Decisive, and in the color blue playing as the Ottomans. It's El Sensei, also known as Vortex. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. If you're enjoying those, don't forget to give a like, subscribe. Let's get into it. Now, you have Decisive is one of the few players that only plays a very few civilizations, and one of the few civilizations he plays, I believe he played like two civilizations extensively. I don't know which one is the other one, but English is one of those. He's an English lover. He plays English most of the time, and he does really good with English. I mean, I remember there was a match where he beat Beast in a 1v1. In a ranked match, and he was using English. So I mean, that's something that people have been talking about, like you don't need to be great with all the civilizations, right? You don't need to be the best with everyone. Of course, it's very helpful if you know other civilizations' weakness and strengths, and that's the best way to know them is just to play them, right? But Decisive is a very prime example of just using one or two civilizations and just stick with them and actually having good results. He streams on Twitch. I'll put a link in the description where you can follow him. Also, Vortex also streams on Twitch. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel whenever I have the chance. I like to put links to the YouTube channel for the people. I don't know what's wrong with my mouth today. Let me drink some water. There you go. So I like to put basically links for YouTube channels because I feel a lot of people hang out on Twitch, and that's it's really fun. I also go there to watch other people play. And especially because it's live and it's interactive, it's just really fun, right? But also, the same people also try to create a YouTube channel, so trying to do the Twitch and then the YouTube channel sometimes can be a little bit of a hard stuff, so I'm trying to help them by linking to their YouTube channel. But anyway, let's get back into the match. Decisive already aging up with 3 villagers. No villagers on gold, meaning he won't have any upgrades. He don't plan to have any. So most likely we will see a very early aggression from him. I usually like to stick like 3 villagers here just to get my wheelbarrow while I'm aging up, just so that I can get a little bit of an advantage on the economic side. But looks like Decisive will want to get all the units he can at the beginning. Already building a barracks at the same time he is aging up. Just because Ottoman players love to get the Sipahi as soon as they reach the feudal age. So it's definitely something to think about when you want to do some aggression like this. Like you want to put a barracks, you want to put a council hall, and the best way to do that is stop the villagers from gold here. You're gonna sacrifice a little bit of your economic bonuses, but you're gonna be able to have more army, and if you are able to attack well, defend well, it's gonna worth it. If you lose it, you're gonna get behind. So it's like a gamble in a way. And indeed, Sensei, I mean Vortex already here with the stable. Gonna get the Sipahi soon. Now, he didn't open with military schools, and that's a very strange opening for the Ottomans, just because they cannot do that against the English. Because when you send the spearman here, let's say you go to the goal, English villagers have bows. So if there are 3 of them there, they will do 15 damage, they attack from distance. So there's really nothing you can do in the Dark Age as the Ottomans. So most of the time you will see Ottoman player just ignore the military school at the beginning. And we see the first units from Decisive already going there. Scout's gonna spot that out. Vortex knows this is coming. Gonna put all villagers on wood and food just to get that production, just to get those archers in that Sipagi. And we're gonna have a blacksmith here. This one is really important because the Ottomans don't have access to military academy where they can increase the production speed for their units, but they do have access to a passive bonus where they can just increase the production speed of all those units. And looks like Decisive will spot that out, manage to get the villager out safety. Blacksmith gets built. Remove the villagers from gold. He has enough gold to get some upgrades. Let's see which upgrades he decides to have. Probably +1 range defense could be a good one against the English, just to reduce their DPS. And remember, Decisive doesn't have any blacksmith yet, so it's just not gonna do as much damage if he gets the +1 range defense. And there you go, +1 range defense coming from Vortex. It's gonna help him to win this battle if he decides to engage military units in favor of Decisive so far. So gonna be careful here. Not to lose those early units can be devastating if you lose the early units at this stage in the game. Just keep producing those Sipagi, those archers. That's all you need to do. Just focus on the food, focus on the wood, get that upgrade, and sword. And looks like Decisive will go back. Interesting choice. I've seen him done this before. The other day I was watching his Twitch channel, and basically he was playing against Demo, a really great player. And he did this. It's like a fake aggression. He stopped the gold for the moment. He built a lot of units, which means his opponent is thinking like, hey, my opponent, the English, it's all in. Like, there's no way you can have that many units at the beginning unless you remove the villagers from gold and you put everything into the production, right? And that is true. But he just changed his strategy. On his side of the map, he was just booming. This is a fake aggression. This here, guys, is what we call, I don't know, like, trick your opponent into thinking you're going to do something, but you actually don't. And now the Ottomans are coming, and a little bit too late. The town center, it's already on. Now Decisive probably will think about getting those upgrades, getting to that castle age. Has a lot of villagers on gold. Let's check back to income per minute just to check where these guys are sitting at the moment. Decisive doesn't know his units are here. Just gotta be careful not to get any kind of surprise attack. But the good thing is the battle is just gonna work for him. Managed to lose one villager, two villagers went down in this game. That's not a really good thing. The scout gets focused, it goes down. That's a good thing for him. Spearman connecting with the Sipagi. Sipagi will have to go back. Looks like he's not gonna lose anyone. +1 range armor working really well for him. Meanwhile, economic upgrades working for Decisive at the moment. But get that double broadaxe. Meanwhile, Vortex is like, no. I don't think you can do that, guy. Let's go for siege engineering. Let's get a lot of wood and let's siege this guy out. I mean, he has the military units to do that, and then he goes again, the madman. Just dives into the English town center. And it's not only the town center that you need to worry about, it's all those units that increase the attack speed every time they are around a town center or a tower. It's like 20% attack speed. That's a huge bonus for you. While Decisive just keep focusing on the eco upgrades. At this point, I feel like the best thing he should do is like, yes, this is right. +1 range attack for the archers. You want to defend. You want to defend against this push. A tower here. Definitely a good call. Classic units doing the dance of the ram. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Vortex base. Already 2 military schools working. No third military school yet. Meanwhile, textiles is being researched for Decisive. Wanna make sure villagers have some extra health. +1 range attack and armor are ready for Vortex. Only +1 range attack coming for Decisive. Gonna get that +1 range defense. There you go. Immediately queues it up. And then a couple of rams here. Let's see if a couple of rams is just gonna be enough to stop the English push. I feel like a lack of military units, infantry units, I would say melee units for Decisive to deal with that ram can be devastating. And we're focusing on the scout. Scout doesn't go down. It looks like this town center is in danger. Scout focusing on the ram. It looks like the rams will have to back off for the moment. Nice defense coming from Decisive. And now getting those upgrades for the man-at-arms. Probably a good unit against an opponent that doesn't have access to crossbows now. Like, he doesn't have any unit to counter the man-at-arms, so it's just gonna work very well for him. And when you reach, you know, critical mass of archers, Sipaki are not really that scary. You can pretty much one-shot them. I don't know how many you need, like 7 damage. Take a look at the Sipaki, how much armor they have. They have 3. So they do 4 each unit around, like, you know, 40 lombos to one-shot at Sipaki. So at this point you can 2-shot, 3-shot, 1 Sipaki. So not the best, but also not bad. Vortex going for another raid. We see if there's something you can learn from Vortex is attacking at the same time twice. Raid happening here. Just gonna go back. Man-at-arms is like not afraid of anything. Come on, me, bro. Like, never mind. Meanwhile, Vortex aging up on his side of the map while still putting pressure. I don't think Decisive knows about this. And here what you can do immediately, and I have seen this done before, he go for a fast HAP himself, stop producing units, and go for a white tower. A white tower will guarantee that you are alive for the moment. Looks like Vortex will just go back to stop the aggression, but the Sipaki is still here. Looks like they're gonna take down 1 villager. So far 5 villagers went down here. At this point, a little wall here will work very well for Decisive. Go that Vortex base. 3 military schools, 3 production buildings, 1 siege workshop, not any siege workshop, 3 mangonels coming soon for him. Well, more production for Vortex. Veterancy for the archers coming soon. Decisive already knows. He already HAP. He's also going for HAP himself. Now this is a farm location that I don't really like. This is very exposed at the moment. Probably if the opponent engage here, there's nowhere you can defend this. As you can see, it's very close to HAP. Archer's gonna get spotted here. Unfortunately, they're gonna get melted by Sipaki. Managed to take 1 down, but Decisive military numbers are not really that great at the moment. You cannot lose any kind of unit at this point. A King's Palace! Where's the King's Palace? He's making the King's Palace back in his base. I mean, I feel like this is a little bit of a greedy move coming from him. He already seen 2 town centers. Yeah, it's true he lost some villagers, but the King's Palace basically is saying, I don't have military and I don't have a keep to defend my... If you just put a keep here, you're gonna be so safe. And then Vortex go for it. I already have lancers here, archers in the field. +2 range armor is already there for Vortex, so he's gonna be able to dive into the town center. Those archers doing a lot of work. Man-at-Arms tanking a lot of damage. But archers are just focusing on the Lombos. Vortex is still with 25 military units. The ram from before still here, and the lancers are ready. A beautiful play for Vortex. He knows when to attack, he knows when to engage, he knows when to retreat. Now his opponent with only 2 military units, there's no way you can get out of this. You have 24 military units against 3. And those are not only military units, these are lancers. They're just butchering all those villagers. 17 villagers go down, 18 villagers and counting, 19, 20. To a point where they are almost equal in villager count. But it's not only that. The Ottomans have the military schools here. This also counts as economic productions, because you get all those free units that are pumping all the way to your base and they are not stopping for whatever reason. One single landmark can change the complete output of the game. More knights everywhere. Villagers back to 48. And now Sensei having more villagers than him, and Decisive taps out. Well played by these two guys. I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you can follow them. I see you in the next one.